Call to order the Madison District Public Schools Board of Education meeting for Monday, July 11th. Ask that you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by myself tonight. What an honor. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mr. Brack?
Here.
Ms. Cole?
She's absent with notice.
Mr. Honer?
Here.
Mr. Kirstich?
Here.
Mr. Marr?
Here.
Mr. Morrison?
Here.
Mr. Pittman?
Here.
Thank you very much. Public input is fundamental to the operation of Madison District Public Schools. Our public has an opportunity to speak at every Board of Education meeting. A period of time known as public comment is set aside at each meeting to give parents and other citizens a chance to speak directly to the board about school-related topics. Anyone who wishes to speak to the board must fill out a request form and give it to the board secretary, Ms. Gonzalez, before the meeting begins. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. School employees will not use this form to discuss job-related topics. The Board of Education accepts comments made during public comment from anyone who follows these guidelines. Public comment is one of the many information sources that the board uses before making decisions in the best interest of the children who attend Madison District Public Schools. The board also works with the district staff to address citizens' questions and concerns.
We have one this evening, CB.
Wonderful.
I just want to thank you guys for that new website you got going. Even I can figure that out. So, yeah, I'd like to thank you for the input you put in on that, too.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I also wanted to thank the Madison High School principal. He's not here because we got our 50th reunion next year for Madison, 2017. And he offered, said if we give him advance notice, he'd take us through the school. So that's pretty cool.
That's a pleasure, yeah.
He did say Friday night. That could be a little touch and go with us, man, you know.
Thank you very
But
much.
everybody have a great summer. Appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Speck, turn it over to you, sir.
Well, I'll piggyback on that comment. So we did relaunch our website. We also kind of rebranded the URL for the district. So the Madison Schools, K12.mi.us, we've been able to change that over to madisondistrict.org. Just makes it a lot easier for our website. The look is completely new. Been a lot of work on it. Jamie Guerra, our web administrator, really did a really fantastic job of working with School Messenger. School Messenger is the organization that we use to do our phone blast when we put out messages throughout the entire school district. Then they bought this web company, and so now these things are integrated all into one. Jamie really did a nice job of working with their web design folks and then really taking the lead on it. So we've been working on this for several months, and I think we had a nice rollout last week. All of the pages are new. Everything it'll all be continued to be updated and things like that. But we wanted to get that out at the beginning of July. And one of the newest features to it is online enrollment, where you can start that process online. You still have to bring all your information in, you know, into the district, but you can at least get the process going. And that was a really important piece, and Jamie designed that portion of it as well. So really pleased with how that has turned out. We have an app that will be released here in about a month, and that app will go to our parents. It'll be really helpful for calendar dates. We'll put out here relatively soon. We have a new athletic website as well. So a lot of nice new stuff that is really, I think, doing a nice job of visually helping us tell the story of what's happening within the school district. So that's really good. We've had, even though it's summertime, it is busy around here. The buildings, a lot of maintenance, custodial work happening within all the buildings. I've started some work over at Halfman for the preschool. We have, for the elementary school especially, since they go back to school in less than a month, on August the 9th, things are happening over there. We put out the need, we posted for positions for elementary school, over 450, close to 450 applicants in just a matter of days, less than a week. And so we were, Laura Gonzalez, along with the team, we've worked through making sure we find the right people. So I think they're interviewing 25 people this week, which is nice when you start to think of it's in July, and we have the opportunity to go after, attract, and look for the best people. So we're going to be looking for 4 or 5 people within that group. So they interviewed 7 people today, and they're interviewing the same amount the rest of the week. Then the second round of those folks we're going to ask to come back in and provide a lesson for some kids, Learning Tree kids who are there during the summer. We're going to ask them to do a practice lesson in front of us, and then the committee will recommend the finalist to me. So that's exciting, and it's nice to see people who want to work in your district. They want to work here. They want to work with our community and our school families, and that's really exciting. It's really exciting. We have 2 young ladies, two young ladies from the class of 2017 who want to come up. I think they put a presentation in front of you, but I wanted to give them the ability to come to you tonight. Girls, if you guys want to come up at the table, introduce yourselves. You can pull up a chair. You don't have to stand. You can pull up another chair if you'd like, or you can stand. Either way, and I'll let you guys. I'll let you take it from here.
Oh, well, I'm Mina Yunin,
I'm Jatera Bowie.
and we're gonna be seniors for the upcoming school year, and we just want to give like a open school lunch proposal for the seniors, and it's not like an everyday thing, and everything we say right now is not concrete. We're willing to work with you guys to like make it like negotiable for us to have it, because I really think like we deserve it. And right now we're saying 2 or 3 days out of the week, so like like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But again, like we'll work with you guys if you guys want to change a lot of stuff up. So.
And the requirements would be like you have to be a senior and at least 16 or higher. And you have to have at least a GPA of 2.5 or higher. And on your ID card, you have to have like a little stamp and saying that you are able to go out. You must go out like the front doors to like let Ms. Natick know that you are leaving, not any other door, or it will like consequences will be made for that. And you will also have to have a permission slip from the principal, like your mom signing it, saying that like, oh, you're allowed to go, but there's like, they know that if something happens to them, it's not on you guys, on Madison districts.
And as far as like consequences, it's like, let's say you have lunch before 3rd hour, and if you're late 3 times during the open lunch, then the privilege is taken away, no questions asked. And then if you skip twice, then again, it's taken away. And I know we have free reduced lunch, so I had a meeting with Michelle Fuller, which I forgot what her title was because it was a little over a month ago, but I believe she's the food service director in transportation.
Correct.
So I was talking to her, and mostly the meeting was how we can help her. But I ended up mentioning open school lunch, and she said it won't affect it, and she does have like support with it because she told me to go on with this presentation. So I did have a talk with her, and I also had a talk with my teacher to just see like I didn't want like full names, but just see like how many seniors will be able to be eligible, and it was about 34 students. So again, it's like it's not a big percentage, and you also have to like take in part like, oh, how many will actually leave, how many will actually drive. So it's like it's an easier thing to control.
And it should be given to us, like it will give underclassmen something to look up to when they become seniors. Like, oh, I want to be able to do this when I'm a senior, you know what I'm saying? They would keep their grades up and everything else. And Madison is a small school, so it is easy to control. And not a lot of us like have cars. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but it's not really like a lot of us like that are doing it. And it gives us a like trust and responsibility. Like for 30 minutes break, you know what I'm saying? You have to come back to class and everything else, and everything comes with it.
Yeah, and if you compare it to like a school against Warren Mott, who has about 2,000 kids, and they have open lunch, and they've had it for years, and I'm pretty sure they had like a few minor problems, but I think this could actually be like a error and trial thing. So let's say for the school year we have it for a month, and we do try the 2 or 3 days out of the week, and it doesn't end up working, we'll just be like, all right, it's not working, maybe we'll try again next month, or just cut it in whole. I think it's just something that we should try, because they're there are students who don't do sports, they're not in clubs, but they're still like, I know a lot of very good students who don't really participate in school activities, and I feel like they could really like use this since they don't have like an extracurricular activity to enjoy. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, we can answer them for you.
I do.
Mr. Pittman?
Has Mr. Harwood or Mr. Hernovich been in?
Yeah, we've talked to them like almost every day since we came up with the idea, and they have like 100% support on it, along with other teachers that I've been like, they've been advising me, and then they checked like this presentation and told me what to add, told me what to research, so I really like thought it through.
Anyone else?
Because it's going to be more work on them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Any other questions?
What are, like, the plans? Let's say you go to McDonald's and your food's not ready and you gotta get back to school. Are we bringing the food back into the school now?
I did think about that, but I think it's more like if your lunch isn't ready, it's probably because there's so many cars in front of you. And then I think that's like being responsible for it. You have to like make wise decisions. And I think these students who do have 2.5 or better are gonna make smart decisions. They're not gonna wait in a line with like 10 cars waiting for like a sandwich.
A burger, yeah.
Yeah, they'll know like, okay, maybe let me try a different location, or let me just head back, get some school lunch.
Anyone else? Mr. Speck, could you check with our legal to see what kind of liability issues there might be in students leaving the campus?
I'll look into it.
Please. Well, let's do a little bit of homework ourselves, and we'd be glad to have you back to a meeting and discuss it further.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, it turned out all right.
I don't oppose it.
You may want to revisit.
Man, I used to go to Keg and Cash.
And there goes that one. All right. Move on to the regular working agenda. I'll start with 4A, B, and C. That is, it is recommended that the Board of Education approve the minutes of the regular meeting on Tuesday, June 7th, the special meeting on Tuesday, June 14th, and the rescheduled budget meeting on Monday, June 27th, as they are presented. Could I get a motion to accept the board minutes, please?
Mr. President,
Mr. Breck,
I'd like to motion to accept the board minutes as read.
thank you. And support?
I'll support.
Mr. Pittman, thank you. Discussion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Move on to, lost my spot, I apologize.
Mr. President, while you're finding your spot, can I just jump in real quick?
Absolutely.
Just to remind the board that this meeting tonight is, every July, when we start a new fiscal year, you have just basic administrative policies that we go over here. They're just to set up basically the parameters that we do from year to year to year on things like calendar dates and board dates and certain things regarding the designation of myself or Michelle to be able to operate the district. So just a reminder, this meeting is nothing new. It's a meeting we do every year, but it's just, it's basic business for the board.
Thank you, Mr. Speck. I appreciate the reminder. This is the same steps and the same procedures that have been followed on this board since I was a part of it. And it's going through the formalities of the approvals so that they are locked in on paper. So with that noted, it is recommended that the Board of Education hold its regular meetings on the first Monday of each month at 7 p.m. at Wilkinson Middle School Media Center, 26524 John R., Madison Heights, Michigan, 48071. Could we get a motion for the board meetings to be held here at Wilkinson the first Monday of every month?
Mr. President,
Mr. Moore?
I'd like to make a motion that we hold our board meetings on the first of every month, Monday of every month at 7 o'clock at Wilkinson Junior High School,
Thank you. Middle school.
middle school, junior high.
Thank you. And support?
Support?
Mr. Christie, thank you. Discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Thank you. It is recommended that the Board of Education minutes be published on the district's website. Could I get a motion to have the Board of Education minutes published on the district's website, please?
Mr. President,
Mr. Breck.
make the motion to have the Board of Education minutes published on the district's website.
Thank you. And support, please?
I'll support it.
Mr. Moore, thank you. Discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Designation of person posting notices of the public meeting. It is recommended that the superintendent's office be designated to post public notices of meetings with the authority to delegate the duties to post meetings to administrative staff. Could I get a motion for this, support of this posting public meetings, please?
Mr. President,
Mr. Brack.
I'd like the motion to designate someone to post public notice of meetings.
Thank you. And support, please?
I'll support it.
Mr. Honer, thank you. Discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Bless you.
That's not,
Motion passes.
Designation of administrator to assume responsibilities. It is recommended that the Board of Education designate the business manager to assume specified responsibilities of the treasurer and superintendent's office to assume specified responsibilities of the secretary. Give a motion to designate the business manager to assume said responsibilities, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Honer. Support?
Support.
Mr. Breck, thank you. On discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Designation of administrator to authorize contract agreements and purchase orders. It is recommended that the Board of Education designate the superintendent and/or business manager to be authorized to sign contracts, agreements, and purchase orders in accordance with our board policies. Get a motion, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Honer. And support,
Support.
Mr. Breck. And discussion. Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Authorization of investment of school district funds. It is recommended that the business manager be appointed as the investment officer who is authorized to invest school district funds and make fund wire transfers for investments according to the Board of Education policy. Get a motion for the business manager to be appointed as the investment officer, please.
Mr. President,
Mr. Breck,
I have a motion as read.
thank you very much. And support, please.
Support.
Mr. Kirstich, thank you. Discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Authorization of banks for deposits. It is recommended that these banks be assigned as depositories for the funds of the Madison District Public Schools. That's the Fifth Third Bank, Huntington National, and Michigan Liquid Asset Funding. Could I get a motion for those banks to be approved, please?
I'll make the motion, Mr. President.
Mr. Honer, thank you. And support?
I'll support.
Mr. Pittman, thank you. Discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Authorization of legal counsel. It is recommended that the above firms be authorized to provide legal services for the district. That's Luskin Albertson, Clark and Hill, and Truen Law Firm. To get a motion for these three law firms, please.
Mr. President,
Mr. Pittman.
I'd like to make a motion, oh, shoot. As read.
Support.
2 pages.
I'll support it.
Thank you, Mr. Honer. Discussion.
Mr. President,
Mr. Brett.
I do have a question. Do we have to have a minimum of 3? Are we doing just 3 to have 3, or?
Well, those three, we'll use them for different purposes.
Are we obligated to to pay them to have them, or only when we use their services?
Only, go ahead.
We pay Troon for actually, for some retainage, it's like $1,500 for legal notes. But the other two, it's just by hour.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Transportation? It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the transportation for the 2016-2017 school year as it is presented. I would ask before a motion is put on the table that we get a little bit of background on this, please.
Yeah. So this is just the policy that basically states that we're providing transportation. We're basically taking it over. We've been moving forward and putting that in place with the buses and getting the drivers in and trained and all of that. So this policy, which was not in our board book when we were outsourcing, now we bring it back in to be our transportation policy.
Thank you. Could I get a motion to approve the transportation for the 2016-2017 school year as it's presented?
I'll make the motion.
Mr. Marr, thank you. And support?
I'll support.
Mr. Pittman, thank you. Discussion?
Yes, Mr. President. With regards to the transportation, the hiring is going to be posted, or is it something that's already brought in from Oakland Schools? How does that work?
For drivers?
Yeah.
We posted that a while ago.
Okay. And then are our buses going to be housed behind the football stadium
Yes,
permanently?
yes.
Can I just make a recommendation as far as maybe putting up fencing or something to block the busing, or?
We're currently looking into that, getting quotes for fencing around the area for the busing.
Okay.
We're also
My
looking at
understanding was
like-
that, I mean, the reality is, that's where the buses, that's the best place for them to go. And I hear your point about doing some work with the fencing and things like that. I think when the district, you guys could correct me on this, I think when the district ran transportation years ago, that's where all the buses were.
That's correct.
Were housed before. But looking into what we can do with the fencing is something we can do.
Can I ask,
Yes.
John, are you worried about vandalism, people breaking in, or the view?
Both.
Vandalism's
Both.
more what I would be,
Yeah.
just for the safety, yeah, because,
Both.
Yeah, they're wide open
Putting
there.
cameras right there also.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Mr.
Done,
Marr?
Mr. President.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if we're gonna do it, like you guys are looking into the fence, I think we need to asphalt it. If we're gonna do it, because when the winter comes, that's gonna be a mess.
So we
need
were
to
gonna
asphalt.
put schlag down this year and then possibly asphalt next year.
For the grasses, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All the back
To,
then?
to get that grass and kill it. They have to actually dig down and,
So about a 2-year process
Yeah, I
to
think they have to go 18 inches deep.
do that. But I think that's the overall goal.
Okay.
Mr. Morris, do that.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Move on to 5. Human Resources and the Personnel List. Everyone have a copy of the personnel list? It is recommended that the Board of Education accept the personnel report for Madison District Public Schools as it is presented. Could I get a motion to accept the personnel list, please?
Mr. President,
Mr. Honor?
the motion?
Thank you. Support?
Support?
Mr. Kirstich? And discussion? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Move on to the business office. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the monthly expenditures totaling $1,619,479.19, $1,619,479.19. Can I get a motion to approve the check registry, please?
President,
Mr. Marr?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the check registry as presented.
Thank you. And support, please?
Well, I'll support.
Mr. Pittman, thank you. Discussion?
It's hefty.
is a little bit higher than normal. I agree. Any questions? Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. We're actually going to move item agenda number 8 up to 7. Actually, no, we won't. Then we'll go into closed session. We don't have to have people waiting for us. So let's just continue on. At this point, we'll go with the board members' open table discussion. Anyone have anything that they would like to introduce to the table?
Not me.
All right. We'll move into the committee reports. Youth assistance, Mr. Honor?
Their meetings are always after this one, so I really have nothing other than the caseworker would like to present a presentation to us to really kind of get into what she does. So I'll give her your number.
Parks and Rec?
The last meeting was canceled.
Anything from you, Mr. Pittman?
Not this meeting, but I think possibly next I'll have something for you guys.
Beautiful. Community Roundtable, Mr. Speck?
Nothing.
Thank you. Nothing from Oakland Schools, so we could go directly into board comments. Anyone like to, Mr. Kirstit, did you all like to open with comments?
Sure. Will, excellent meeting, positive meeting. I like these types of meetings. Looking forward to new school year coming up, and which won't be long. And Randy, great job on some of the things, the website and all that. Very impressive, and that's about all I got.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for a great meeting.
Mr. Marr?
Pretty much ditto with Mr. Christich. We were talking before the meeting started, this has been a really tough month for Madison alumni. We've lost a lot of past Eagles, and actually we just lost a current Eagle. So I just like everybody just, sad. Really can't go on much more on that one. That's pretty much all I got left.
Thank you. Mr. Pittman?
Yeah, I don't think I've said this in a little while, but I just wanted to tell everyone at this table here what a pleasure it is to work with you guys. I think we've accomplished a lot of good things, and I just hope we can keep this momentum going and better things to come.
Thank you, Mr. Pittman. Mr. Honor?
I'd just like to tell everybody that remain strong. We need to keep going in the direction we're going. And if you look back where we were 3 years ago and where we are now, this isn't a fluke. We're doing something right. And we still have the naysayers, but we're going to have those no matter what. But we're doing a good job.
Thank you. Mr. Breck?
Thank you for attending tonight. Appreciate it. I don't really have much. I just hope everybody's enjoying their summer and see you in about a month, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to echo the sentiments of Mr. Kirstich, Mr. Pittman, and Mr. Honor. Mr. Breck, thank you very much for the kind words. Thank you, Jamie Guerra, for the incredible work you did on the website. Watch for an article to come out in CNG newspapers this week that will talk about the positive growth and fund balance in Madison schools. Mick, you're exactly right. These things don't happen by accident. It takes some, a lot of nose to the grindstone work that maybe some people don't recognize, and I thank you all for that very, very much, very much. My heart goes out to all those that have lost former alumni or alumni, and my prayers. So could I get a motion to go into executive closed session, please?
Mr. President,
Mr. Breck?
I'd like the motion to go to executive closed session.
Thank you. And support?
Support.
Mr. Moore, thank you. Ms. Gonzalez?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?